Hey everyone, welcome back to MiniBike Mike's Garage. Today is Friday, June 21st. And if you are following the channel at all, you know that in a few days, on Wednesday, June 26th, myself, my son, and a couple of his buddies, we're all taking off on small Hondas, and we're going to be going 800 miles around Lake Michigan, the upper loop of Lake Michigan. We're going to be taking the bikes to Muskegon, Michigan, jumping on a ferry, riding the ferry across Lake Michigan to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, unload the bikes, and at that point, that's when we jump on the bikes and we are going to go around the top of Lake Michigan in a clockwise direction. And it's going to be, depending on how many ins and outs we actually wind up doing, somewhere 750 to 850 miles. We really don't have an exact number yet. We'll let you know at the end of the trip. As you can see, as we getting down to crunch time, I've started to kind of lay some things out and start planning for what I need to take. And part of this video is going to be me showing you what I have and you telling me what I'm missing, okay? So take a good look. I've never done a trip like this, so obviously I'm new at it. Don't know if there's something I should be taking that I'm not thinking about. So if any of you have done something like this, let me know. The bikes are all ready. I'm riding this CT110 Posty. About the only thing that's different from it that maybe you guys haven't seen on a video, I did throw a center stand on the bike. With all this stuff packed up in the Milwaukee pack-out boxes, which I'll show you in a second, and on here, I'm adding about 60 pounds of weight, right at 60 pounds. And with just a side stand, which works great without all that weight, but with just that side stand, all this extra weight wanted to pull the bike over too much, so that's why I had to go with a center stand to kind of give it a little bit more stability. I guess what I'm going to do is go ahead and just grab a handheld and bring you guys in, and let's start going over what I have laid out here on the table. And like I said, you hit me up with comments at the end to let me know what in the world it was I missed. All right, now there is no real rhyme or reason to how I laid this out, so don't read too much into that, but we'll just kind of go over what I've got. Obviously, I'm going to take an extra quart of oil, just in case, we need to add some oil at some point. I'm taking some tire slime in case we have run over a nail or something and get a flat. Hopefully, maybe we can just throw some of that in the tube and go about our way without having to pull off the tire and change a tube. But if we do, I've got 2 tubes. And if you haven't watched any of the previous videos, I picked 4 bikes that all have the exact same tires, 17-inch tires. So I don't have to carry 4 different size tubes. I've got a couple spares there. That's what that is. I am carrying a brand new Nibby carb just as a replacement in case somebody has an issue with a carb down the road. Just an extra roll of wire in case we need to hot wire something or, something goes crazy. Along with that, I have a bag of complete electrical replacement parts. I got 2 CDIs, 2 coils, 2 run-only wiring harnesses. I actually throw a couple voltage regulators in there. Got a couple extra wires with alligator clips if we need to make some jumpers. And, this is just to get us going down the road. At some point, if something happens and we lose lights, I'm not too worried about lights, but we've got to keep the bikes running. So everything in this, and the spark plugs, everything in here will allow the bike to at least run if that's possible. Extra headlights, tail lights, turn signal bulbs, all that. I got a whole bunch of extras of those. Flywheel puller, and the reason I have that is because inside that box is a extra stator. And you might go, well, why are you carrying an extra stator? Well, if you've never had a chain break or a chain pop off, it can snap. As the chain comes loose, it can break off this pickup right here. Snap that aluminum and break that pickup off, and then you are dead in the water. So basically, I'm taking the extra stator just in case we happen to jump a chain or something and break this, so we can just throw that on and go. I've got a Milwaukee air compressor and an extra battery. I thought about going and buying something a little smaller, but I already have this, and I've spent enough money on this project that, you know, to save just a couple more pounds really is kind of silly. So I'm not, we're just going to go with that. Move back down this way. Got the requisite zip ties, baling wire, duct tape, electrical tape. This is a brand new throttle setup with a cable and everything in case somebody breaks that. Along in there, kind of hard to see through this plastic, I stuck them in there. I have 4 covers that go over the little pod filters. These little pod filters on the carburetor. And I've never used one of these before, but they're supposed to, if you get into some rain or moisture, you know, they let air through, but not, they cut down on the moisture. So hopefully the bikes will continue to run if we're running through some rain. Here I've just got a bag of hardware, nuts, bolts, you know, all that sort of thing. I got a couple sprockets, a couple retainers, and a couple more retainer bolts. There's some chain link, master links in there, just a little bit of everything, you know, just in case something vibrates loose and we lose a nut or a bolt here. Someplace I've got a spare. I've got a chain, just there again, in case somebody has an issue. I put new chains on 3 of the 4 bikes. My bike is the only bike I did not put a brand new chain on it. So, of course, I'll be the one that will need this down the road. And the master link, everything's all in there ready to go. With that, I've got a chain brake tool. So we can take that. So, because this is just a random 104 link, I think, chain. And so it's probably too long. I've got some 3/16 and some 1/4 inch fuel line, just in case we need that. Somewhere, inside the box with the Nibby carb, I put a couple more shut-off valves, just in case, you know, we need those along the way. Let's see. We went over the tape. We got a little first aid kit. We got some bug spray, and I think the other guys are carrying some spray also. I've got a cable. I don't have the lock with it right now, but it locks at the house. But I got a cable to be able to lock all the bikes up when we're away from them. And then tools, you know, hammer, a few sets of pliers, something to cut things with. This is a tool to remove the Schrader valve out of the inner tube. A couple small screwdrivers, regular screwdrivers. These 2 are just pry bars for if I have to take a tire off. That's all those are for. And then I've got like I said, I got the impact for if I have to chain, get that stator plate off of there. 19, 17, 14, 13, 12, 10, 9, and 8 wrenches. And then I have from 14 down in sockets right here, all deep well, in case I need to reach into something. I don't want to didn't want to take short sockets in case I needed a deep well. So got to have those. And then this is just all my GoPro stuff. Picked up a GoPro 12 Creator Edition. So that came in this little handy dandy box. And so I have thrown in, this is the charger and some stuff that goes with my Sena helmet to charge the Bluetooth on that. And then this bag just has all the extra charging wires for, I don't have it on there right now. I usually have a little GPS speedo that I put right there so I can charge that. I got lightning cords for my iPhone. I even picked up a couple of these blocks in case, you know, we get someplace and we need to be able to plug in and they don't have a USB plug, so we've got those. So all of that is going to go in the big main box, this one. All the tools will be up in here, and then everything else. I may even throw in a small roll of paper towels. That'll all go in there. This box was where I'm going to put my clothes. I've already put like an extra pair of pants, started putting some socks. I'll get some underwear and all that kind of good stuff. Gloves, if I'm not wearing them, they'll probably be in here. I've got my frog togs, my rain gear outfit here. And then this is where I carry all my toiletry type stuff, you know, in toothpaste, toothbrush, shampoo, soap, all that good stuff. So that'll be stacked on top of that one. And then all of that fits in here. So got that all stickered up, so anybody that follows us that sees this or behind us, they can, hopefully they can follow along on the tour. So yeah, let me know what have I got too much of? What have I not got enough of? Or what am I missing? Yeah, I'd really like some feedback on that. Last thing, I'm going to take you out here in the shop and show you what I've done. I got to get these bikes up to Muskegon, Michigan, and I have a Chevy Colorado pickup, and I got to haul 4 bikes. So what I've done is up here in the front, I rigged up, I don't know if maybe the light's not going to show in here too well, but this bar goes across, and it's got multiple places for tie downs across there for ratchet straps. And I didn't want to make anything permanent, so it's sandwiched over top of the front of the bed, and then I've just got ratchet straps down to the hold downs here to hold it in place, and it's good and sturdy. So I'll put 3 bikes in the back. 1, 2, 3. And then the 4th bike, I built this. And you might go, well, why'd you build it so high? Well, I hate it when you have these things and then they tip and rock and do all that. So I had it come, out of the receiver hitch and up, and that's all supporting all the weight. But I've also got it kind of sitting on the tailgate. So the tailgate will actually keep it from rocking and doing those things. And so it'll be at the same height as all the other bikes. And then I've got a couple tie downs, for ratchet straps in the front. And then because the bike here on the back may be blocking my tail lights, I've got some of these I've had these forever, these magnetic things. I'll fit these in here somewhere, wherever they fit, kind of between the tire and the engine up here and so forth. So that way, hopefully somebody can see us. So, all right, let's go back inside and let's wrap this up. Well, there you go, guys. As I stated earlier in the video, if you have any suggestions or, of something I need to take that I forgot to take, whatever, go down to the comments section, hit me up with a comment, let me know. Go down to the comments and just let me know what your thoughts are on the whole trip. It's kind of interesting as I tell people about this. I went and got my hair cut yesterday so that my helmet hair wouldn't be so bad in upcoming videos. Went to the barber yesterday, and obviously he's asking me all about it. And first question that most people come up with is, "You're not having a chase vehicle follow you?" And I'm like, "No, we're not. It's just me and the boys, and we're just going to jump on bikes and we're going to go for it. We've never done anything like this. It's going to test our mental strength. I mean, we're riding 200 miles a day for 4 days to cover this, to make this trip. We're going to be sore. We're going to be tired. But I've got a great group of guys going with me, and I have absolutely no doubt that whatever comes our way, they're going to go through it. It's going to be awesome. They've got great attitudes. They're all mentally prepared for this. Hopefully the rain stays away. The weather does look like it could be kind of iffy. We might have some rain, but it is what it is. We're going to make do with whatever happens. So if you haven't subscribed, as I stated a few days ago, I'll be making some short videos, the little shorts, and doing some posts of pictures and so forth as we see things. And then once we get back from the trip, we will edit all the full video and try and make a couple videos out of the trip and what we saw and what we did. So anyway, guys, have a great day. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.